What's good, y'all? It's your boy AC back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things that every starting out actor should have. So check it out.
Dose. Yeah.
Starting off, number 1, you're going to need a friend. That's anybody who you have access to that's going to help you while you do your audition tapes. Big thing that you're going to learn. If you don't know now, I'll let you know now. I've listened to casting directors and they talked about audition tapes and what they like and what they don't like. One thing they do not like is when you just speak clearly to the camera as I am to you right now. This is a game of responses. This is a game of listening. So if you're just trying to imagine, on top of imagine the set circumstances, it's just not going to look good. You're not going to be at your best. So you're going to need a friend. Or a family member. But I would say, somebody who you definitely have access to about 85% of the time. Number 2, you need a setup. If you're using your camera phone, you're going to need good lighting. You're going to need a camera stand. You're going to need to be able to get good audio. I have my circle light. I have natural light. So you have to get a nice, good look of yourself. Everything is lit. Everything looks good. Everything is clear. You got to understand, we are competing against each other. So I could put out something that's not as good as your acting or something like that. But guess what? We can barely see you. We can barely hear you. So understand, you have to put everything in. You have to go all in. Best believe you're going to write your name on this. Put your best effort out, y'all. Third, you want to be accessible on an actor's website. One great one that I'm attached to right now, I will attach a shot of it, and hopefully I can put a link on here. I'm still learning this stuff, y'all. Definitely go check out Actors Access. It's a 1-year payment, so you pay around, I think, about $64 to $68. It's around $70, right, for the full year. It's an amazing website. They have casting jobs and roles from main roles to secondary, supportive, one-dayer roles, whatever you want to call it. It's a great website to be on, especially when you're first starting out, and until you get your IMBD credits and you get access to the IMBD, and then you would probably start seeing bigger roles. I don't even really know, but Actors Access, I definitely take advantage of using, and I'm happy with it. Number 4, headshots. This is why having friends comes very essential into play. A lot of my friends are out of state, out of town, wherever. So it's harder for me to have somebody operate my camera. So what does that mean for me? That means I gotta find a professional photographer. And through my talent agent, they give me a whole bunch of access to people who are great, and they are costly. So what are we looking at for a range for headshots? I seen the best one for me so far was around $350. $350 was pretty much a good deal for me. You definitely want to have somebody who gives you good headshots. Doing little side headshots, I've done that before. I'll even show an example of some of my work that I've done for my own self. It's not up to par with industry standard. So I do probably get turned down for a lot more jobs than I anticipate. That's something that you have to consider. This is a business that you have to put money in to see money come back. You're going to put a lot more money in than you see it come back in the beginning, but you just got to you got to be consistent, and sometimes it's going to be rough, sometimes it's going to be really fluent. This is what it is. You got to roll with the punches. And lastly, number 5, you need a good support team. This to me is the elbow scraping industry. And what I mean by that is you're going to scrape your elbow on the sidewalk a lot. There's going to be a lot of things that go your way, but there's going to be a lot of things, tons of things, more things that you probably count that's not going to go your way. So how do we stay up on ourselves? Inspirational speakers, reading books on acting, listening to people who are in that industry. We have to stay focused. We have to stay tuned in on our goals. We have to stay tuned in on the dream. So what does that mean? That means sometimes you might be doing roles that you're not getting paid for. That means you might have to go out of state just to go for a role that, you might not even be seen on TV because you might end up getting cut. And I'm going to have another video later on talking about how do we prevent ourselves from getting cut in post. But that's my top 5. Like I said, you want to definitely have a friend, somebody who you can really depend on, right? If that's girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever your preference is. If that's a mother, father, if they really support you. If that's your cousins, aunties, whatever. Best friend, I don't care. You need somebody who's going to be there to read the other sides, because when you get an audition tape, they're going to give you 2 people talking in a scene. So you're going to need somebody to talk to, right? You can't just imagine. It's not going to look good. It's not going to be realistic. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep realistic emotion in a non-realistic situation. So 2, you want to have your camera set up. You want to have a good setup. You want to have a light. You want to have clear light. You want to have a good camera. You want to have a good mic. 3, you want to be accessible on the actor's website so some people can find you. You got to put yourself out there to get a job. 4, you're going to have to get good photography. So that means if you're going to hire a good professional photographer, you need to do that. If you have a friend that's back in number 1, then they're going to need to take your photography, but they got to be good, professionally done. 5, we got to stay up. We got to believe in ourselves even when things are not being seen. We got to believe that even though we're down, that we can still get back up. So those are my top 5, y'all. That's the video for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the video, and I'll see y'all next time.
Used to front, now you see them showing up. Show us up. I've been down and out, but look, keep it a buck, I don't fuck with you.